Hi, it's Zonya. I have an important weight loss success story I just have to share. It's Melanie from Pennsylvania, who has struggled with her weight for over 15 years. Last year in January, Melanie took my Beyond Ozempic course, which is a deep dive into 18 natural GLP-1 hacks or strategies to stimulate your own GLP-1 naturally. Her goal was to lose 15 pounds. But by fall, she shocked herself that she had not only achieved that goal, but whizzed past it to losing 33 pounds by October. And today, she's maintained that, even through the holidays. Here to explain more about what she did to move herself from stuck to success is Melanie from Pennsylvania. Hi, Melanie. Thanks for joining me.
Hi, Zonya. Thank you for this opportunity to share my story.
Yeah, you're welcome. So, I want to know, tell us a bit about how you struggled with your weight. Like you said 15 years, and tell us about that.
So I was always very, very thin until I was somewhere around 40. And then I started gaining, a few pounds here, a few pounds there over the years. And then until I got into my 50s, that had added up quite a bit. And I decided that, I needed to start doing something serious about this. Back then, I had a program through work, which was your diet free program. And it went really well. I learned some new things. I did a couple things. I probably lost 8 or 9 pounds. And then over the next number of years, I started gaining those couple pounds back again each year until this past year, when I decided I really had to do something. And I was always, trying to catch up with our beach vacation, or we were doing this or we were going somewhere, and I was always going to lose 7 or 8 pounds, and it just wasn't happening. And then in January, my nephew got married in Florida, and I was like, this is it, I'm going to do it for this. And I didn't. So that's when I signed up for the course. And actually, I think the week of his wedding, the course started, and the rest is history. It's been a real journey and life-changing event for me.
Really proud of you, Melanie. That's really great. And how so many of us can relate to that, that we say, oh, I'll lose weight for this, and then we don't, or we do when we gain it back, something like that. So, all right, tell us, what was, you say, the first habit you would say in the Beyond Ozempic program? We present 18 different GLP-1 natural hacks.
Mhm.
But what would you say was the first one that you latched onto that you still do to this day?
So one of the things we talked about early was the apple cider vinegar. And I had heard about people doing that before, but I thought, okay, I'm going to take this course seriously and I'm going to try it. And honestly, to this day, I hate drinking that vinegar, but I do it every single morning, first thing when I get up. I drink about 1 tablespoon in maybe 3 or 4 ounces of water, and then I drink a whole 8 ounce glass of water. So that has really made a difference. And it also kind of keeps me from, wanting to eat all morning. So it's been great. I've done that every day since the course started.
Proud of you. There is so much that we're learning about apple cider vinegar and its benefit on our metabolism, on our ability to burn body fat. I mean, I would have thought that was just crazy hokiness, but there's actual studies to back that up. I'm really proud of you that you found a way to do it. And it's not like you love it, but you do it. And it hydrates you first thing in the morning. You chase it with water, extra water, which we need to hydrate first thing in the morning. And that buys you some extra time before you actually dive into eating food. And that's great. Other people use their apple cider vinegar on salads. Other people do it different ways, but I like what you're doing there. And it's obviously been really effective. So, yeah, you. So, can you describe a breakfast, lunch, dinner for yourself? Kind of what's changed about it? Give us some highlights.
So, doing the vinegar, I don't usually eat until at least 9 or sometimes later. And
Okay.
we often have eggs, or probably two to four times a week, I would say. I eat Greek yogurt with muesli. And now I'm starting to put a little kefir in there to mix around with that. So, again, that's high protein. And then until lunch, I don't really eat anything. I usually have fruit with breakfast as well. I eat a lot of blueberries, but
Nice.
yeah.
And the muesli is not something you buy, it's something you
Right.
make.
I
From
made
Eat
that.
Real
Yeah.
America, we have those recipes, and that's one that you've
Yes.
really
It was,
found and enjoy.
yeah, it was easy to make it and it makes two nice sized jars. So that was great. I like that stuff. I always have. It just doesn't have all the junk in it that I used to eat when,
That you
when I
buy in
bought
the
it. Well,
store.
yes, when I bought it.
Yeah. Yeah.
So it's
And you're
good.
combining it with yogurt, which is really high in protein, and then also kefir, which is yogurt. Well, it's probiotics.
Right.
So it's really feeding your microbiome, which we know is really important for weight control too. So that's great. Okay, so that's breakfast. You don't
So for
really have a lunch that much, just a snack. Is that what you said?
if I don't eat breakfast, then I do eat a lunch, and oftentimes that's a salad. I almost always have a salad. If I don't have it for lunch, I always have one before dinner. But usually a salad and sometimes soups. And there's been a lot of great soups in the recipe book as well. I have made lemony lentils, which I never even had lentils in my cupboard before. There's a lot of new things that I'm trying and eating. Um, the autumn minestrone soup was great. So I like making soups. And, before it was chicken noodle and chili and that. So really wide variety of foods that I hadn't eaten before.
Ah,
And
I love it. I just want to comment about this that thank you for letting us push you outside of your comfort zone because I think that's part of your success.
yeah,
And if you just stay in your same chicken noodle soup and chili, chicken noodle soup and chili, when we talked about volumetrics and how that is a GLP-1 hack and how these hot liquids really help fill us up on less and give us that satiety and pull that ileal brake, that plus the salad is a really great combination. And I'm proud of you. And I'm proud of you for saying yes to something like lentils that you're like, oh, now it's a regular ingredient for you.
yeah,
And you had never used it before. And that is really important. So, soups and salads, that's a big, big GLP-1 hack.
yeah.
Okay, continuing on to dinner.
So dinner, sometimes I'll do the soups for dinner, and then we have them, the leftovers for lunches. I do like fish, and there's some great salmon recipes. That's my favorite. I could have that every day. Um, there was the salmon recipes are great. Also, the citrus shrimp. We like seafood. So a lot of the chicken recipes, the balsamic pork is one of our favorites. That my whole family loves that now. My niece cooks it. My sisters make it. That was a great recipe. So there's a lot of stuff I never made or ate before that, are part of our routine menus now.
I think that's a big part of your success. And the reason why you lost weight and maintained that weight loss through the holidays into the new year now, that is so pivotal because you have foods that taste better
Yeah.
than the food you ate before.
And are better for me.
So, so why would you want to go back? You know, you like your new eating style, and that is so important. That's like a big, big thing in this Beyond Ozempic is that the foods that we need to be eating and should be
Yes.
eating should be delicious and wonderful. All right, so that's breakfast, lunch, dinner. Those are some ideas. What about snacks?
So for my snacks, I always have the chocolate chia bites, blueberry bites, almond bites, the peanut butter bites. I love those, and I make them whenever I'm out. I make another batch, and I have those in the refrigerator. I always have Knox blocks in the refrigerator. Those
Knox blocks
Knox blocks, and usually nuts.
and
So after
nuts.
dinner, oftentimes I'm not hungry. It's just you're sitting there watching TV and you want to put something in your mouth, and that's when I eat the Knox blocks.
Okay, if all of you are like, what are Knox blocks? Okay, so some people remember from years ago, this is gelatin that is not food coloring. It's not your Jello, but it is Jello without food
Mhm.
coloring, without added sugars, and you use fruit juice to make it. So it's got a little bit of calories from the fruit juice and a little bit of sweetness from the fruit juice, but it's way less sugar. It's very solid, and it's like finger food with kids. Like
Yeah.
remember, like Knox blocks with kids. And I had presented this idea as high in protein, a great way to just fill you up and stop hunger and feel like you have something when you're walking away with like, a whole whopping 40 calories or something. And yay, you say you
Good.
always have them. You make another
Yeah.
batch and then you have them in the fridge. You make
Yes.
another batch and you have them in the fridge.
Yep. The
Knox
bites in the
block.
yeah. It used to be cookies and whatever else I would. So these are perfect.
A nice swap up. And then those bites, we have so many at Eat Real America,
Yeah,
and that comes with the course registration as a free membership to 1,400 recipes,
right.
which we have like 8 different of these yummy blocks or these energy bites that you
Yeah.
like to make.
There's
And
some other things that I've made from the recipe books that I like as well, but those are like constants. They're always in my
constant.
refrigerator. Mhm.
Great. So you've learned to incorporate snacking, but without snacking driving your life so that you're over snacking. And we talk a lot about this in the course too, because snacking can be our friend and it can be our foe when we overdo it. But because of the types of things that you're choosing, it becomes very intentional and helps you with energy and satiety, but without overdoing it. Right? Would you say?
Exactly. Yes.
You had mentioned to me that autoimmune disease is a challenge of yours, rheumatoid
Hmm.
arthritis, I believe.
Yes. Yes.
And I just can't imagine how have you thought about how much better you feel now had you versus had you stayed on the other trajectory of where you were and
Yeah.
how you feel every day. Can you just comment about that? Like,
But I think overall, the recipes, the food that we're eating, the real food is reducing inflammation through my whole body. So, but this has affected my hands. And like I said before, I don't have any scientific proof, but I am sure that, you know, eating this well now is helping to, keep that at bay for now. Hopefully it will for a long time, but it's not gotten any worse. So that's a good sign.
thank you.
And my physician thought it was great. I did talk to her about the program, and she thought that was really a really good thing.
Yay!
Yeah.
Yay. I'm so glad. I love it when you talk to physicians about the program and appreciate that very much because it's everything they don't have time to talk to their patients about and all the tools and strategies. So it's
Yeah.
really very complimentive to what they're doing for you. Yeah, it's you, the patient, doing your part, right? Along with what they're doing to do their part. So, yay, you. Okay, the one thing we haven't talked about is exercise. We've talked about steps. We've talked about having a schedule, a routine. Tell us what has been working for you.
As far as exercise, I really didn't have any strategy or anything that I was doing,
Good
consistently.
to know.
So when those you sent a bunch of links out to us, I did several of them, and I kind of landed on one that's a 1 mile walk at home. It's a kind of a fast pace. It's 15 minutes. So I figured I can do anything. I can find 15 minutes in every day to do this. So I do. And during our course, excuse me, we were marking on our calendars, the little stars when we did our exercises. So I have a star every day on my calendar. I think there were a few I missed with this snowstorm, but basically I have my star every night. I put it on my calendar and I also write down my steps.
Melanie, I just want to say yay you because I put a lot of things out and everyone is to pick and choose and to take and then not just do it during the 8 week or 10 week or 12 week program, but to adopt it into their life and hang on to it. And I just want to commend you because you have. You didn't just do it during the program. You've done it and you've hung on to it.
Yeah.
And
This
has it been hard? Is it like, do you
Oh
hate your
yeah,
life?
it's a lifestyle change. I mean, it wasn't like, oh, this is great, this is easy and wonderful. It's been a challenge, and of course, the holidays were. I mean, I'm not gonna lie about that. I had a cookie here or there, and you know, I again, the writing this stuff down helps keep me accountable. I'm taking the course again, and I'm already thinking about another course you talked about, and it's very, um, it creates motivation and support, and it keeps you accountable. And it's not easy to do. I mean, if it was, everybody'd be skinny and they wouldn't be needing anything, the Ozempic or anything else. So um, it's a lifestyle change. It has to be something that you don't just do for a couple weeks or you think about. I have changed how I eat. I've changed, like I said, my exercise. It has definitely been a lifestyle change, but I feel so much better. My clothes look better on me. I feel better, and I have a lot more energy. It's been and I feel a lot smarter about what I'm eating and the information that's provided is just amazing. I appreciate you and your team keeping, up to date on the changes and things that are going on with foods, and it's really been great. I really appreciate what you have done for me.
Oh, great. Thank you so much. Melanie, we are so proud of you. Thank you for taking the information, digesting it, and really incorporating it into the fibers of your life. And the reward has been great for you. I'm really, really happy for you. And we're excited to have you in our next group.
Yeah,
And it's great for people to be with successful people and that, hey, we can do this one little step at a time, one GLP-1 hack at a
yeah.
time, and that you know the value of coming back to repeat it. We have so many people doing that exact
Mhm.
thing. So, congratulations, Melanie. Thank you so much. Any advice that you have for anyone out there that might be thinking about signing up?
Sign up. I think it's, definitely worth your time. And if you're really serious about it, you can make changes in your life.
Yay.
Definitely.
I couldn't agree more. All right, Melanie, thank you so much. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you again for having me, Johnny. I
You're
appreciate
welcome. Thank you. So there you have it. Be sure to check out the Beyond Ozempic program that Melanie took. There's still a discount available, so check below for that. The program includes access to over 1,400 delicious recipes, fueling your success deliciously. I hope to see you on the other side. Here's to your good health. Keep it simple and eat real.